Welcome back to the channel. Now this is like the previous video. Yeah, and also sorry, I feel like I have something stuck in my teeth. Key note: don't eat Pringles before you record. But this is basically gonna be like the last video where I go over some of the new stuff that I got. And that new stuff is Yep, the Jazwares plushies. And Jesus, Freddy's eyes seem to be glowing. Like, don't know, they seem to be glowing under this. Must be because they're super, well, must be because they're new and the eyes are super white. Oh, pardon me. So, I probably should have gotten the clone Freddy for this, because this Freddy's a little bit old. So, probably should have gotten my newer Freddy to compare to the Jazwares Freddy, but this is the one that you guys see often. So, yeah. Oop. Gotta move that character. Now, I know I didn't make any Halloween episodes, which that was generally due to just generally being tired, being at school, and yada yada yada. Just basically any excuse. And I am sorry for all the slop videos that I've thrown out over that time. I don't like making them because it feels like I'm just one of those AI slop channels, just turning out a video that I may think is shit. Like Erdl Collection, Capsule Player Collection. So, this you can consider one of the slop videos, but I do have a plan for an actual video. And it involves these lanterns, so. And I think you guys might like it. But back to the general review here. We're going to be going through each of these characters. So, Jazwares Freddy, Jazwares Bonnie, Chica, and Foxy. And we're going to see which ones have done the best, which ones have done the worst. And to see if the Jazwares plushies will place these guys on my channel. Got something in my nose. Okay, comparing Jazwares Freddy and Freddy. The first thing I do have to say is I like the nose on Jazwares Freddy better. I like that it's just fabric and not a hard plastic. Because I could throw this full force at one of my friends, and but if I do this, yeah, it creates a clink, which that's not generally something that you want. But the Falcon has his eyes, James and Percy has their eyes. But something else that I will have to say I think looks better is the bow tie. I think the bow ties are tidier. Now, I didn't have big aspects for the action figures. You already know this from the last video. So, I am super happy that these plushies feel good. They feel great. They feel better than the Funko ones. If you could only feel this, you're missing out. But, yeah, feels great. I do think the color's a little bit too dark. Could be a little bit lighter. But then, the colors will most likely get lighter as time goes on. Because you do have to remember, this is a new company. So, I'm pretty sure most reviews are going to be going lenient on these guys. Or who knows, maybe they're just going full force with these guys, being like, if you don't make something better than these, we're not gonna trust you. But comparing these guys, I also do like the sunken in eyes. I don't like the fact that they light up, because when you're trying to go to bed, I'll turn over and his eyes are just lit up at me, and I'm just like, he's staring in my soul. But I will have to give this to... Oof, this is generally a tough one. I think it may be a tie with these two, mainly because I love Freddy as a character, and I have so many good memories with this Freddy. But I need to remember to think of Plushie, which with Plushie, I think Jazwares Freddy beats out normal Freddy. Okay, now how's that? This is a whole bunch of hubbub. Next up, well, I might as well throw Puppet in here. And I forgot the Puppet Plushie. Super sorry about that. But I love the way the puppet feels, and I do have to say, I love the embroidery. Puppet seems to have kind of suffered in this kind of style. Mainly with these parts because they kind of bulge out a little. Like you can see past the mask that they bulge out. I'm not sure if that's official on the normal puppet, but don't know why. This puppet just doesn't really speak to me that often, but it is better than Funko's puppet plushie, which, if you remember what that looks like, it had this weird texture for the mask, and it caused it to start to break here, and basically around the entire thing. So, let me for you come here. I'll put Puppet off to the side. Next up is Jazwares Chica vs. Chica. Now, yet again, great feeling with Jazwares. I do have to say, I don't like how Chica's feet are fully yellow. I know that's on the plushie in the game, but I just really like Funko's better. I also think the material they chose for the bib was better on Chica. I have certain sensory things, which pretty sure I said I was autistic, so yep, yeah, you already know about that. But the bow tie, but the bib doesn't really feel that good to me. I love the face that they gave this Chica. It's so much better than the Funko. And just when you think Jazwares couldn't get any fucking better, that there's extra printing on the back here, which I just realized. Is it just me, or does that look like a carrot? And that looks like a strawberry. Because you can see that there's like a little bit there. And it looks kind of greenish. But they gave her the fucking cupcake. I'm pretty sure when most people are thinking of Chica, they think of Cupcake. And it's shocking that they never technically made a Cupcake plushie. They made Toy Cupcake, they made Nightmare Cupcake, not normal Cupcake though. Only Sanji did, which don't have a character to compare. And I'm filming this late at night, and on basically November 1st. But it still feels like Halloween night, so I'm jumping at every little sound. Every single... I'm just going... because I'm a little bitch. But, obviously... knocked out the park. And also, I'm pretty sure there's something that most review videos won't say, but I like how Chica has a stomach thing here, just like Freddy and Bonnie, Foxy. It's hard to see. Our battery kind of is easy to see, but it's different, and that's something that Funko never did. And something that I'm pretty sure won't happen with this one is tan line. Whenever I show my friends this, they always laugh at it, because honestly, how can a plushie get a tan line? But yeah, look, jazwares 3 for 5 right now. They have 2 more chances. Funko has 2 more chances. You have to say, it is only getting steeper from here. Let's do Foxy next. Okay, so both they basically look the same, except this one doesn't have teeth. Oh wait, yes he does. He has tiny teeth. Unlike Funko's that gives them fucking buck teeth. I think the tufts of fur could have been done a little better, but they look so cute. All of these guys look like babies. I really want to get their little versions, because just imagine, well, in my canon, Freddy is 35, well 36 now. Bonnie, Chica, they're in the mid-20s. Foxy also in his mid-20s. And having those little baby ones would be so perfect for in the past stuff. Just imagine it like, oh, I wish I had those plushies when I had Freddy's leg episode. Like you just see the little baby plushie and then it goes, eh. But getting back on track yet again, love the nose. I think they oversized. I think they made the eye bigger on this version because, yeah, the eye definitely got bigger. Same with the eye patch, which I think I do like how the eye patch is, instead of being a separate thing that could break, they decided to embroider it. I like that. I also like the more enforced hair. Yet again, love the feel. And just like Freddy and Chica, that I neglected to mention, so sorry about that. The embroidered eyebrows. I like the embroidered eyebrows. Even though you can get more expression with these eyebrows, as surprised, sad, angry, happy. I just generally like it more on this one. The same gripe, but these two both still have a big gripe. They don't have pants, which I know technically the plushies didn't have pants, but they also don't have their hook. This is something that a special release would be for. This could have been the special release, or you instead have a Foxy that has withering on him, has a hook, and has all of his pirate stuff as like a collectible thing, and make it so it's still easy to get it. Like it's just something that you can easily get. And I hope, just like Hex, these guys don't go out of stock, because I would hate to look on eBay and see Freddy, Chica, and Foxy going for £30 each when they're not generally that old. But who wins? Who wins? Who wins? And oh, fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! Fuck off! Maybe it's by having maybe it's the whole new thing that's giving them an extra edge. But then yet these guys look like they have more effort in them. I'm pretty sure we can all say that. But final character. See, that's what I'm talking about. I accidentally moved an inch, caused the floorboard to creak, shat myself. And I'm constantly fucking looking over there, expecting someone to be standing there, and the light did not help. It really did not. because the shadows came through her. Yeah, I am a little bitch. But, anyways, back on topic. The two Barneys are last. Now, when I got these guys from Smith's, which they were originally meant to be Christmas presents, but hey, what are you gonna do? And I don't know if this is the same thing with any other Barney plushies, but does anyone else's has a crooked ear? This isn't a gripe. I actually love this. It makes him look adorable. Same nose, but my Barney's ears are flabby because they broke, and there's no supports in these ears. Like no supports at all, and yet this is standing straighter than someone with Viagra in their system, whereas this guy is having erectile dysfunction. And oh, got a notification from YouTube. Well, most likely just a YouTuber making a new video, but this has the same feel as that. So, up to this Funko Barney. Yet again, I don't think I actually said this. I like the sunken in eyes. I know that technically the official plushies in the game, their eyes are bulging out, but I feel like this just leaves more room for them to look a little different. But yeah, my Barney has this little thread sticking out. It's most likely nothing, but I don't want to pull it. Oh yeah, this is basically just do the barcodes. I don't know if the barcodes can show where it's from or something. This is really things I should really look up before doing the entire thing, but yep, the tags are here. Haven't cut them off yet. Don't know when I will. But Bonnie just looks so cute. And yet again, super soft. And Bonnie seems to be a little bit more stuffed than Freddy. Like, oh, yet again, had a little, and then just dot like that. Does not help. But who wins this final climactic battle? Does Funko knock him out the ring? Does Funko win? Does Funko win? Of course not. Oh, that's downstairs. I finally figured out what that sound is. It's downstairs, and I think it's something to do with the oven. Like basically just up the hood cap, the cap that goes over the fucking oven to collect up all the smoke that the oven gives off when you're boiling something. It's that. It's making a clicking sound. Oh, I feel like a dumbass. But anyways, the Jazwares plushies, they are generally great. There's only minor flaws, which really just comes down to personal opinion and unfortunately autistic sense. But I absolutely love these guys. I would recommend you get them. Really, I would. Not only for how good they are, but also because you never know how long these guys are going to be in stocks for. With how much people have been wanting these, who knows. But anyways, have a good day everyone. Well, good night technically for me. And I'll see you in the next video, which will actually be taking place mostly at night. Well, not night, it'll be taking place during day. No way I'm turning off these lights. and having my room solely lit by these. Anyways, have a good one.